Is matter around us pure? Well friends, before starting this chapter, let's have a look on the chapter number 1, Matter in our surrounding, where we learned that anything which occupies space and have mass is called matter, and matters are of three types: solid, liquid and gas. Now, in this chapter, we will learn about the different properties of matters and its classification and their separation techniques. Hello friends, I am Akanksha and you are watching Chemistry Nuggets, where you can polish your knowledge and clear your doubts. So let's have a look on chapter number 2. Is matter around us pure? Now matter, as we know, we can divide into two parts on their properties, based on their properties. Is it pure or impure? See, we can say matter is either pure or impure. Pure matter is again divided into two types. First one is element and second one is compound. Impure matter, or we can say mixture, is divided into two types. First is called homogeneous, second is heterogeneous. The homogeneous is also called as solutions. Heterogeneous is again divided into two types. First is suspension, second is colloid. Now we have a deep discussion along the pure and impure mixture. Pure is also called as substance. A pure substance consists of a single type of particles. What does it mean? It means if we have taken anything like we can take iron rod, each and every particle of that iron rod is iron. You can understand, or we can make a small diagram like that. If we have a container full of any particle, all the particles are same. This is called pure substance. Now pure substance again divided into two types, as I told you earlier. First one is element. An element is a basic form of matter that cannot be broken down into simpler substances by chemical reactions. So what is element? Element is a particle, we can say, or substance which cannot be broken down into simpler form. Like as I told you earlier, we have the examples of oxygen. We can't break it down. Carbon, nitrogen, iron, copper. These are all pure substances, pure elements. Now come to the compound. A compound is a substance composed of two or more elements chemically combined with one another in a fixed proportion. So, compound, we can say the example we can take water. If we have a glass of water, the formula is H2O. So, each and every particle from that glass is water, made up of two part of hydrogen and one part of oxygen. Anywhere in any and in any condition, it will be always two part hydrogen and one part oxygen. We can't change the proportion. So that's why this is called a pure substance, although it is made up of two kind of different substances. But the ratio is fixed. Some more examples are C6H12O6, that is glucose, or we can say sugar, salt. These are the some compounds. We know most of the compounds, and these are actually a pure substance. These are not the mixture. Now have a look on the impure, that is also called as mixtures. Mixtures are constituted by more than one kind of pure substance. So we can say a mixture is a type of thing in which we can see different kinds of particles, but that are not chemically combined. Okay, I will tell you some examples of mixture, like we can say salt and water. Take a glass of water and mix some salt. What will happen? There will be no chemical reaction, only the mixing of the salt particle in between the water particles. So some of the features of mixture are composition will may vary. As we can say, in one glass we can take half glass of water, 1 tablespoon salt. In another glass we can take full glass of water and 3 tablespoons of salt. So concentration may vary. That is, we can say any proportion of salt, any proportion of water. Second point we should consider is there will be no chemical reaction when there is a mixture is formed. Third point is when we check the chemical properties of the particles, they always show the properties of the constituent particles. Like if we are checking this solution, salt plus water, we can get the properties of salt, we can get the properties of water. We will not get the properties of something which is made new because there is no chemical reaction. And the fourth and the main point is the mixture can be separated easily by the physical method. So here we can separate salt and water by evaporation, as we well know. One more example I want to give you here is sugar and water. Again, same thing, if we mix some sugar in a glass of water, there will be no chemical change, their composition may vary, and we can have the properties of both sugar and water in that mixture. And the fourth one is we can separate the sugar and water from the mixture by the physical process. So if we fulfill these four criteria, it means whatever we have, that is called a mixture. Okay, now again differentiate the mixture in two types. We have two types of mixtures. First one is homogeneous mixture, that is also called as solutions. A mixture which has a uniform composition throughout. Such mixtures are called homogeneous mixtures or solution. So the same example I can take salt plus water. If we have a glass of water and we mix a spoon of salt, and after mixing it well, we can see there is no different particles we can see there. All the particles are same and the mixture is called homogeneous. We can't find any separate salt particle in that mixture with the help of naked eyes. So this type of mixture is called a homogeneous mixture. Homogeneous means homo means same. In every level of the glass, the mixture is same. No particles is suspended there. Okay, fine. The next type is heterogeneous mixtures. So what is heterogeneous mixture? Mixtures which contains physically distinct parts and have non-uniform composition are called as heterogeneous mixture. For example, we can say like some soil, or we can say sand plus water. When we add some sand in water, we can see that if we mix it properly, then again after few minutes the sand will settle down So this type of mixture is called heterogeneous mixture, in which we can see the suspended particles. The particles are not completely mixed. Now, as I told, heterogeneous is again divided into two types, suspension and the colloid. Now, suspension is a heterogeneous mixture in which the solute particles do not dissolve but remain suspended throughout the bulk of the medium. Now, what is solute? The solute which to be mixed. Here, the solute which is mixed, and the medium is solvent. Solvent means in which the solute is mixed. The medium here, the term we can say solvent, in which the solute is okay, fine. So now you can understand two terms, solvent and solute, that I will explain you detail in the next part. So here we can understand, if we mix something in any other medium and the particles are not fully mixed, and we can later see the particles with the naked eyes, then the mixture is called a suspension. Fine. The example is sand plus water. Now, what is colloid? Colloid is different from the suspension as a mixture where the suspended particles don't settle down same as the suspension at the bottom and get evenly dispersed into another substance are called colloid. So here the main difference is, in the colloid the particles will not settle down. Fine, one thing. And the second thing is, the particles will be dispersed throughout the solvent. What is the meaning of disperse? Dispersion we can say in the form of spread. Okay, the dispersion means the spreading out. So particles here are the particles which is not mixed properly. It is not a homogeneous. It is heterogeneous. It means the particles are separated from the medium. Or we can say solute is separated from the solvent. It is not mixed fully. But one more thing, that it will not settle down. It will be mixed or it will be dispersed in the medium. For example, the easiest example is milk. We can say in the milk we can't get the different particles normally, but it has protein, it has calcium, it has fat, so many things are there. When we have some physical process, we can get the particles out. So this kind of mixture is called heterogeneous mixture, and particularly milk is a colloid. These are all the different classifications of the pure and impure matter. So again we can tell pure matter and impure matter. Pure matter is elements and compounds. Impure matter is impure matter is called mixture. It is homogeneous or heterogeneous. Homogeneous mixtures are called solutions. Heterogeneous mixtures are called suspensions or colloid. The suspensions, in the suspension, the suspended particles will settle down by the time. In colloidal mixture, the particles will not settle down and it will be dispersed throughout the medium. These are the main points for the classification. Hope you guys understand. If you like the video, please like and subscribe the channel and wait for the next video. Thank you.